Students, in our previous video we have learned about basic of CSS, how to apply the CSS, that is cascading style sheet, and we have learned about the background properties. In today's video we will learn about text properties, font properties, margin properties and border properties. So first let us start with the text properties. What are the text properties? Text properties are used to modify the visual appearance of the text. So let us learn how to apply text properties through an example. So I am going to start over here first with the HTML tag. So we'll start typing over here HTML, and you have to close the HTML tag. So I am going to close it over here. Now what you have to do, you have to start the body. So you have to give the body tag and you have to close the body tag with the forward slash in the angle brackets. Okay students, so now we will start with the first heading. Let it be H1. So we are giving it as style. So we have to write it the syntax of style, that is style equal to double quotes text decoration line through and semicolon and close it. So what is the use of this text decoration? With the help of this you can give an underline, overline or strike through effect to the text. So here we are using the line through. So you can see there will be a line over the text. So we'll close the angle bracket for style, and you have to write the statement that will appear on your website. So let it be this is heading. So we'll write it as this is heading 1, and you have to close the H1 in the angle bracket. Then we'll start the next. Let it be heading 2. So we'll start with H2 again, style equal to double quotes. In double quotes you will write the color. So what color you want the text to be appear? Let it be red. And text indent. So I am going to use over here the property text indent. Let it be 30%. So this is your text indent, and again close the angle bracket. So why we use the color red? We use the color red because the text will appear in the color red, and text indent is used to indent the first line of the text. So we can write either pixel or we can write percentage. So here I am going with the percentage. So I have given 30% over here, and you will write the heading. Let it be this is heading 2. So this is heading 2, and you have to close the H2 tag. Okay. So here we have, next we will go with the H3 tag. Again open the angle bracket. H3 tag, again we will give a style equal to double quotes, and here we will use the line height. Line height, let it be 3.6 and close with a semicolon, angle brackets, close. Okay. So why we are using the line height? The line height is used to set the distance between the lines of the text. So either we can give normal or we can give any number, length or any percentage. So here we are giving the line height. Let it be 3.6. Next we will type the heading. This is heading 3, and we will close the angle bracket this manner. So this is our H3. Next we will go with the heading 4. For the heading 4 we will give again style equal to letter spacing, let it be 5, and we will give text transform capital. So we'll capitalize each word, again a semicolon and close your angle bracket. So we are using over here the properties letter spacing and text transform. So text transform is used when we want to change the case of the letters. So here I am using the capitalize, so it will capitalize the first letter of the sentence. Then we are using the letter spacing. Again, letter spacing is used to modify the spacing between the characters of the text. So then we have to type the heading over here. This is heading, let it be 4 and close the ankle bracket. Okay, so here we go, and we have already closed the body tag and the HTML tag. Now what you have to do, you have to save your notepad. So let it be text.html. Okay, so I'm saving it as text.html. Now you have to open. So let me open my Explorer over here. So I'll open any, you can open any browser over there and just go and browse your notepad over there. So file, so click on the file option. Yes, so we have to open. So you have to open and you can browse for it in the folder where you have saved it. So I'll have saved it as text and click on OK, and you will see there we are. So this is the first heading that we have used line through. So you can see there is a line over the text. Then in the second we have used the color red and text intent. You can see there is a text intent of 30% and the color of the text appeared to be red. Then in the heading 3 we have used the line height. You can see the line height is 3.6. Then we have used the capitalized text transform, and you can see that every word of the text have been changed into the first capitalized letter. So the first letter is capitalized and the letter spacing is 5 pixels. So you can see there is a 5-point spacing between each letters. So in this manner you can apply any text properties over the HTML file. So this was using about the text properties. Next we'll learn about the font properties. So for the font properties, I used to set the font family, size or style you want to give it to your text. So different font properties like font family, font size, variant, font weight can be used over here. So again we will see an example by practically doing it. So let the HTML and body tag will be there. So I'll remove this one. Okay. So over here you have to give, first we'll give a paragraph. For the paragraph I'll write P. Again you have to mention the style over there. Style, let it be font family. This is my property for the font which you want the font to be appear for your text. Let it be comic. Okay, so this is the font which I'm using for my text. Okay, then you have to give font variant. So I'm using the font variant property over here. So font variant property, so what is the value for that? Value for it, I'll give it as small and caps. Okay, and you can close your tag. So let me close my tag, and you can write the text over here. This text, okay, you can write anything or any. This text is written in Comic Sans font. Okay, so this is what I want to type over here, and then I have to close my paragraph tag. So I will close with the help of P and I'll close my tag. Okay, so here I have used the font as font family, my property, and the font variant. So with the help of font property, font family, you can specify the font family for the text. So here I am using the Comic Sans MS. And with the help of font variant, you can specify whether or not a text should be displayed in small caps font. So here I am wishing to appear it in small caps, so it will appear in small caps font. Okay, so this is my first paragraph of my line. Now I will use a second para. For the second para, again I will start the P, style equal to font weight. So now the property I will be using is the font weight. Let it be bolder. Okay, so L will be there over there, bolder. Again double quotes and close the tag and write your text over there. Okay, so this is my text and you can close the tag over here. Okay, so there we are. We have finished writing the code for the font property. So here in the second paragraph, I have used the font weight. With the help of font weight, you can use to set the weight of a font. So here I am using the bolder. So the text will appear in a bolder format. Okay, so let us see what is the difference. So you will save your notepad, go to the Explorer and just give it a refresh. And you can see the text appears in the form of Comic Sans MS, and the second para which I have given have been appear in bolder letter. Okay, so this is bold. So in this manner you can use the font properties to specify any text, style, size of a particular text. So this is about the font properties. Next we'll learn about the margin properties. The margin properties are used to decide the margin space around an element. So you can set all four margins around it. You can set top, bottom, left, right using the properties. So there are basically four margin properties. We have margin top, margin bottom, margin left and margin right. So let us see with the help of an example how we can do the margin properties. So let the HTML and body tag be there. So rest all I will remove it. Okay. Now again we will write again paragraph style equal to, and I will use the margin top property. Okay. And I will give it a percentage, so let it be 20% for the margin top, and for margin bottom, so this is my property, let it be 5. Okay, so I will use it as 5. You can keep it as auto also. If you want to keep auto, you can use the auto also. And margin left, and I'll use it 30%. Okay, so there we are, and close the double quotes and the tag, and you can type your text. This web page shows margin around the web page. Okay, so this is it. Let me close the tag, and there we are. So this is your margin property specifying it. Again go to the Explorer, give it a refresh, and you can see there will be a text displaying. So the margin top is 20% and the margin spacing from bottom is 5 and from left it is 30%. So you can see over there applied margins can appear in your web pages. So you can decide how much margin space you want to give around your element. So from the top we are having 20% and from the left I am having 30%. So you can specify any percentage and you can make your text appear anywhere on the web page. Now we'll last decide about the border properties. In the last we are having the border properties. So these properties help in changing the color, style, width, radius for the borders around the element. So you can give any color, style or width. Again here we are using the four properties. We are having border color, border width, border style and border radius. So let us see with the help of an example how we can apply border properties on our web page. So let the HTML and body tag be there. Rest all I'll change it. So for the body we have to give a style. So for the body we will write style equal to, so I'm giving a background color over here, background color. So let the background color be red. Okay, so this is the basic property I'm giving to body style. Now we'll come to the paragraph. For the paragraph again we'll start the P style equal to double quotes, and property you will be using is border style and dotted. So I'm using the value as dotted, and then we use the border color property. Let it be white. Okay, so you can see a white color on the red, so I'm using the white color over here. So, and close the tag. Okay, so now you have to write your text over here. So let it be dotted border around the paragraph. Okay, so this is your text and you will close the P tag. Okay, so body tag is there. So here we have used two properties, that is border style and border color. So with the help of border style, you can set the style for any mentioned border. So you can have dotted solid double, dash, dotted solid double, again dotted solid. So here I am using the dotted option. Okay. Then we are having the border color. For border color, you can give the border color, any color name, or if you have the color code, you can give the color code also. So here I am using the white color. Okay. So save your notepad and refresh the browser, and you can see the border will appear around your text. So the background color is red and the border will appear all around your text, that is dotted. So color I have given white, so a white color border appears on the text. So students, in this manner you can practice the border properties, margin properties, font properties, text properties or background properties using the notepad and the browser. Hope students this video was useful for you and this might increase your practical knowledge about CSS. So do practice it at home. Till then, thank you.